We speak student.
Colons, a la Shmoop. These kind of colons, and stop snickering. It's time for little Timmy to make his Christmas list. Sure, it'd be awesome if Santa could deliver a device that would keep him from falling into the well, but there are so many other toys and gadgets that Timmy would love to see under the tree that he'll list them all right here, after this colon. No, Timmy isn't referring to a critical part of his digestive system, but rather to the punctuation mark that signals we should expect something or be on the lookout for additional information. Colons appear all over the place, in sentences, lists, and salutations. So let's look at some examples. Well, when we use a colon in a sentence, we use it only after a statement that is a complete sentence, so that we can clarify or expand on what came before it. So if we say, Timmy won several toys for Christmas, colon, an easy bake oven, a watercolor kit, a Barbie doll, and a light bright. We're using the colon correctly because Timmy wants several toys for Christmas is a statement that can stand alone as a complete sentence. However, if we say, the toys Timmy wants are, colon, an easy bake oven, a watercolor kit, a Barbie doll, and a light bright, we'd be using the colon incorrectly because the toys Timmy wants are is a sentence fragment. Yeah, that thing's a fragment. And perhaps Timmy should rethink his toy choices. What's a kid gonna do with light bright when he's stuck in a well? Well, here's another example of correct colon use in a sentence. If we say, Timmy fell down the well 3 times last week, colon, on Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, we know our sentence works because Timmy fell down the well 3 times last week is a statement that can stand on its own, even if Timmy can't. However, if we say Timmy fell down the well on, colon, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, our sentence would be incorrect because Timmy fell down the well on is a sentence fragment. If we have any doubts about the correctness of a colon's placement in a sentence, we can always trade out the colon for the word namely as a test. So let's see what happens if we try this trick with our last example. Timmy fell down the well 3 times last week, namely on Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Woo, that works. Now for our second incorrect sentence. Timmy fell down the well on, namely, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Yeah, not so much. We use colons in lists just as we use them in sentences, after statements that can stand alone as complete sentences. So say we have the list, Timmy has 3 things he hates about the well, colon, the dark, the damp, and the ghosts of other kids who've fallen down the well before him. This list works because Timmy has 3 things he hates about the well can stand on its own as a sentence. We can check this by substituting the colon for the word namely so that our list reads, Timmy has 3 things he hates about the well, namely the dark, the damp, etc. Here's an example of a list gone terribly wrong, rather like Timmy's luck around that blasted well. 3 things Timmy hates about the well, colon, the dark, the damp, and the ghosts of other children who've fallen down the well before him. This list doesn't work because 3 things Timmy hates about the well isn't a complete sentence. Moreover, if we replace the colon in this example with the word namely, we get 3 things Timmy hates about the well, namely the dark. Okay, let's just stop right there because this example utterly fails this namely test. Another place we might see a colon is in the salutation of a letter. Say Timmy's mom makes him write a letter to the fire department which has rescued him from the well 15 times in the last 3 months. Timmy would start the letter with the salutation, Dear Firefighters, colon. Say Timmy's dad makes him write a letter to Farmer Nesbitt, who owns the well but refuses to put a fence up around it. Timmy would start the letter with the salutation, Dear Mr. Nesbitt, colon. There's one clarification we need to make about colon use. You don't have to capitalize the first letter after a colon unless the word is one that would normally be capitalized. For example, if we had the sentence, Timmy had 3 places he wanted to visit, colon, France, Bangladesh, and Brazil. We would of course capitalize the letter F in the word France because France is a proper noun. However, if we had the sentence, Timmy had 3 places he wanted to visit, colon, the grocery store, the post office, and the movie theater, We wouldn't have to capitalize the T in the because that the is nothing special. Sorry, the. It's all right. And now it's Christmas morning at Timmy's house. Looks like Santa didn't pay much attention to all the toys he listed after that colon, because his parents got him a puppy named Lassie in the hopes that their son's new dog will keep him out of the well. We wouldn't bet on that. Subscribe to check out more equally fantabulous videos. You should see the subscribe button just below this one. If you're having trouble locating it, we recommend you watch our video, How to Find the Subscribe Button.